minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on... Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to punch it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
You've got to find creative ways to run the football in the red zone when the field shrinks, and I love the jet sweep here. You could tell, hits it in stride, speed kills on the perimeter, good blocking, nice play call at the right time to get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No hold.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. At the 45 on its way. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Meredith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so if you know you're expecting pressure, you got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down, it's money down. I'm looking. Ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Wazoo! They'll try. another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Williams looking for a man, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first. The 37.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Washington.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Just feeds the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Trying play action. That pass not close as he got drilled. Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll need to show off some leg strength, 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll need to show off some leg strength, 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I'm less of a citrus guy, fellas, more of a Honeycrisp fan. We'll see which team comes out on top in the Apple Cup.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in this. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Cougar! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
Washington State, 19. Washington, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams looking for a man. Finds his man in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Williams will pass. Extending the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first penalty.
And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
Flies it out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker... a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to slam in. come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to blast their way in. Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coach.